Hey Virgo! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is your message for November 12th through the 18th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's finish off the last 6 for November 12th through the 18th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. We got the Ace of Pentacles flying out for you. This is awesome. Brand new opportunity. With the Three of Wands, everything's just about to take place for you. That was also to signify splitting the deck, because all of my decks are all pre-shuffled before I start your message, for the most part. It's the odd time that it's not. We have the Seven of Cups. It's in reverse. Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh. I kind of feel like someone's really in their head and there's like a deception going on around them. About like, this is the energy of the past. Four of Swords, just taking some time out. But this taking some time out is actually taken away from you or something. Knight of Swords, okay, taking action on something when there's a big fast movement or big burst of energy of some sort. The World card, an ending, putting an end to something, which is great. New directions, shifts. I don't know if you want to take a look at my channel page. The videos from the last set to this set will be slightly different because the camera shifted. So I don't know how much it shifted or what it looks like, but there was a major shift. King of Wands. Oh, I like this. I like this. Because what you're taking action on in regards to what's going on in your mind and how things are being put to an end in regards to the stuff from the past, this means that there is a brand new cycle beginning, and you have become quite, well, with the King of Wands here, someone who's very, very driven. Someone who's got, you know, a very, very bold and direct energy to themselves. This person is someone who really likes to take over. Seven of Wands is in reverse. We got 3 sevens here. That is a jackpot in its own way. Very rare that happens. But with the Seven of Wands in reverse, interesting. There's a lot around you. With the Knight of Swords energy here in the current moment, it feels like there's a lot that you're battling, actually. Stuff that's really gotten to you, and in your own mind, and then all the words that they say. Okay. King of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Well, it does relate to something around communication with the wand and the Seven of Wands here in reverse. Someone could be very rational during this time, very illogical. Very emotional, maybe. Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. There's a codependency, like an expectation of someone just taking care of you. Okay, so I really feel like with what you've experienced here in the past, with how things are going in the future, I feel like you're changing your type. This is what it looks like. You're exhausted with the King of Wands energy, but then if you continue going forward with it, it only puts you in a position that's under him so he can make himself feel superior to you. Or her, however that works for you. This king is a masculine figure, so that's why I said he. There's a lot of masculine energy in this message as well. Knight, king, king. The Nine of Pentacles is really only the only feminine energy. Although the Seven of Swords does depict a feminine energy there as well. That is a past energy though, so someone did try to deceive you here. But this person, whatever it is, seems as though they're just trying to get away with something. So let's clarify this World card. Tell me more about this World card. What is this about? Oh, card off the table. Multiple cards off the table. Let's find out. Interesting. Judgment, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Off the table. Table's turned. So if that's off the table, that means that the viewpoint of, or I guess their perspective, like this is like you don't need to make them comfortable. So what is on the table as what the world is being clarified, it's the Star in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So what's changing is instead of just accepting and allowing, you're actually making change, taking action, doing what needs to be done, being the one to say the difficult things. This is difficult. Yeah, that's difficult conversations. But tell me why is this Nine of Pentacles in reverse here? What is that related to? The Hierophant in reverse. Well, that does feel like an energy surrounding someone who's relied on other people around them to make that happen for them. But ultimately, it's stemming from the need to recover and heal whatever that is not actually giving in that. So it's kind of like the expectation of, and then it's like, no. And then it's like, oh. And then understanding that it's like feeling stupid. So I do feel that there's this energy of, I'm getting the words like suppressing and bottling, but I do feel like that energy is, there's an energy that's being directed inward. And if you want to, I'm hearing abstain from that, which is a weird word to use, but that's what I heard, then you would have to take action and do what's necessary to change the outcome of, and or be awakened from what you've experienced. So then what is the overall energy of this message? Page of Wands. There's an excitement, an inspiration, an idea. Five of Wands. This is someone who wants revenge. That's so silly. And now, ultimately, if you are experiencing someone who's trying to do that behind your back, that is very, very childish and immature, and they're not really dealing with things properly. And that means that this person has only been taught toxic ways of dealing with certain things. So, in a situation like this, what you'd have to do is you'd have to like distance yourself from a particular person in connection like that, because these people are not necessarily like out for your best and highest good anyways. So why invest any more energy for them to just drain it from you? And they're not going to like that, and they may be aggressive back because that's why they're codependent in the situation, because they're a needy masculine. Yeah. Oh, there is swords on the bottom of the deck. Oh man. Okay, so like, yeah, they I wouldn't say butthurt, but kind of. It's a little bit like, yeah, heartbroken. So that it is an ego bruising in essence as well with that. So, but when they put their foot down and they react in this particular way, what do you do? So the outcome of this particular situation is the Page of Pentacles. You completely remain unbothered. You just stay focused on what it is that you're focused on, and you remain very strong in your own foundation that you're building in regards to who you are, what you like, the who you're becoming as well, what you're going into. There's quite an air of elegance based off of the amount of hard work you've put into something already, and how do I say this? The kind of life you want to provide for yourself. Love that. So tell me more about this Page of Pentacles. Oh, that Ace of Pentacles comes back out. This is so exciting. I love this for you. Whee! So yeah, what matters most? Does what they think about you matter? No. Does the amount of money you make in accordance? Yeah. So like, remember what pays your bills. Because their tears don't. Let's find out more information of the Oracle energy of this message using the Wisdom of the Oracle cards for my lovely Virgo, November 12th to the 18th. Thank you. Chaos and conflict for November 12th to the 18th. but regeneration. So ultimately things are being rebuilt and they're not going to look like they were before. It's kind of like working out the kinks. It's like buying a new phone. When you buy a new phone and you get onto a new phone plan, like I have always had like the worst time with providers. Nice joke, universe. I always had a hard time with providers. Phone providers, maybe masculine providers too. And it's like the first couple phone bills are just like, hey, what is that charge? And what is this? What is that? And they're like, oh, sorry, that was a mistake. And they fix it and they give me credit and all this and that. And it's just like after a while, everything's kind of just worked out. Everything just kind of balances out. So I do feel like in this essence, it could also be one of those like what comes around goes around. Don't let it nip you in the butt kind of thing. So it's almost one of those things where you just gotta watch your back too at the same time. Make sure that you're crossing your T's and dot your I's. Okay? After that, what is your piece of advice? Surrender to the power to surrender cards. Your advice. For number 12 to the 18th for Virgo. Surrender comparisons with other people. Ooh. You were one of a kind, my dear. One of a kind. I want to tell you, unless you have, even if you're a twin, you might be slightly like different in terms of your birth chart, but like in terms of like other people, like one person's strengths, maybe another person's weakness. One person's interest is another person's complete opposite disinterest. So like, why compare yourself to another person? Be 100% you. There is only one of you, unless you have a twin. And with that being said, you've got like your own perspectives and ideas and the way that you problem solve things. And we need that. That's why you exist, okay? So, stop comparing yourself with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. And on the bottom of the deck, what's underneath it all? Surrender your fear of change, as the challenge is the change is in regards to recovery. So this could be about doing things differently than you ever did, not falling into old ways of doing things. And it's a very hard pattern to break. Very, very hard pattern to break. It's kind of like, how do you inspire to do something that you really don't want to do? Well, you find a way to have fun with it, or you find a way to get paid to do it, or you make it your bitch. And get really, really good at it, in essence, whatever it is. Okay, up next, surrender unhealthy relationships. Oh my gosh. Wow. So we'll have to get into that here in the dailies. Stay tuned for more on that. And I'll see you when I see you next, my lovely Virgos.